What's happening? This is another episode of SPIP where I talk about sad shit and try to make you feel better about it. So during the last video, I talked about dealing with the aftermath of childhood abuse, and childhood abuse is a very strong predictive factor of getting a psychological or psychiatric problem later on in life. But even without childhood abuse, there are a lot of people growing up with psychological problems, and they have to deal with that even as they get older. And sometimes these things are closely linked together. Like, for example, a child with a conduct disorder very often grows up to be someone with an antisocial personality disorder. And you also have other kinds of childhood diseases, and even if during your childhood you're just like on the threshold of mental illness because your doctor says, it's not completely according to the criteria, that is still a predicting factor of getting anything else later on in life. So there are a lot of possible explanations that I could give to you that I looked up in literature. But what can I say? I'm not a scholar, I'm not a psychiatrist, and neither are you, I guess. So let's just talk about how to deal with having a psychological problem when you're a child growing up to become an adult. Number one, this is a tip that I use a lot. I just listen to powerful music made by powerful people. It doesn't really matter if it's Beyonce or Fall Out Boy, but I experience a lot of emotional connection to the music that I'm listening to, and I feel like that in itself is some sort of therapy. And there are a lot of artists and musicians also struggling with mental disease and using the art that they make and the art that they perceive as a way to deal with that problem. So it is a very universal solution to feeling pretty crappy. Number two, get a pet. They give you a sense of purpose in your daily life, so even if you don't really feel like taking care of yourself, there's this little critter depending on you, so you have no choice but to have some sort of daily rhythm that they give you. And above all, they give you unconditional love. And if there's something that you need in order to feel better, it's just that. Granted, they do sometimes poop on your carpet, but you take the good with the bad. Number three, let out your frustration. Just because you're semantically an adult, because you're older than 18/21/ whatever it is in your country, it doesn't mean that you have to act like, a mature person all the time. Number four, eat and drink healthy things. Yeah, I understand comfort food like no other, but what it usually does is just help me gain weight, make me feel worse about myself, and I just get really tired. Well, that might also have to do with the fact that I sleep like about 5 hours every night on weekdays. Chop up some fruit and vegetables, and there are so many recipes that are just healthy and very easy to make and very yummy, so, invest in yourself, invest in your body, because it's the only one that you get until we finally develop that technology where you can, transport your soul into one of those robots. And then there's Will Smith, and I don't really watch a lot of science fiction, actually. Empower yourself. We're so busy during our daily lives to kind of stay out of everyone's way, and we have to be humble all the time. Honestly, when was the last time that you just genuinely took a compliment and just went, thank you, instead of, no, this is just a no, I'm a mirage, everything that's good about me is an illusion. Don't do that. Just try to make yourself feel and be stronger. Like start a class, get a gym membership, exercise daily, dressing cool clothes that you think you don't have the body for. It's time that you stood up for yourself, spoke up your opinion, sass someone the fuck out, punch someone in the face. Start a healthy discussion. Tip number 6 is what I try very often. Just exaggerate your problem so much that it's just nothing but funny, and it ends up being really trivial. Ugh, I have such a headache. Probably a brain tumor. I have a splinter. This will be the death of me. Wait, is my internet gone? I guess the only thing I've got left to do is just throw myself off a cliff. Number 7, social media. A lot of people will vent their feelings online and, kind of get the feeling that they won't get a response back. Why don't you just do that? Reach out to other people, because in daily life it might be a little bit more confronting. But if you could just send a message to one of your Tumblr followers whenever you feel like they're having a bad day, you know, surely karma will come back around and you'll get friendly messages of your own. Number 8, take care of your body. Basic hygiene is basic, but it's not only about, you know, taking a shower every day and going through the motions, you know. Like, buy bath products that just smell amazing and, you know, stay well trimmed and, you know what? Winter is coming. Doesn't matter. Shave your legs. Feel how smooth they are under the covers when you're lying in your bed alone on a Friday night. Number 9. I personally feel a very therapeutic effect of water. I don't know if it has to do with anything evolutionary or subconscious of when you were still in your mom's uterus, but actually just lying in a pool or a jacuzzi or a bubble bath or whatever with warm water completely covering me, like just a comforting fluid blanket. That's what I'm about. So let go of the awkwardness of seeing yourself in, you know, bikini, gym shorts, bathing suit. Just do it. Go to the pool, just lie down.
Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Number 10. What a lot of people do now and in the past and also possibly in the future is if they feel insecure on their own and they don't really know how to live their life, they're gonna look for people who are kind of like-minded, have the same set of norms, and who can give them a guideline, like a set of rules on how to live your life, how to deal with other people, and, you know, basically how to be a good person. Normally, these kinds of communities have some sort of holy book or some sort of scripture that they use in order to educate each other on how to be a very, you know, good and upstanding individual. So if you read them, you go through a rite of passage, and from then on, as you know, the information from that book, you start to belong to a certain set of people who have the same kind of perspective and interest in life. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You guessed right! Come join us! Alright, so give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have any other tips for new adults, young adults. If you have any tips for other people on how to deal with a past of a lot of psychological problems and how to continue on in the future when you're not a kid anymore, put them down in the comments and maybe we'll help each other out. Ooh.